My name is Mahavir Singhvi, and I am Director General in charge of counterterrorism in the Ministry of External Affairs of India. I'm happy to attend this meeting. Due to some last minute commitment, Vice Minister Reenat Sandhu and Secretary West in the Ministry of External Affairs had to leave. I would be delivering a statement on behalf of her. The statement reads as follows. Excellencies, distinguished delegates, at the outset, I would like to convey my deep appreciation to the foreign ministers of Canada and Morocco for organizing the GCTF ministerial meeting. I also take this opportunity to express my sympathies and heartfelt condolences to all the innocent victims and their families who have suffered and continue to suffer due to the scourge of terrorism. Excellencies, terrorism continues to pose a critical threat to international peace and security. It is the worst violation of human rights and personal freedoms. No state is immune to the threat of terrorism, as continuing terrorist attacks across the world, many of them with links beyond the borders of the affected states, continue to demonstrate. In recent years, terrorist entities have significantly enhanced their capabilities by gaining access to new and emerging technologies, including drones, virtual currencies, and encrypted communications. The COVID 19 pandemic has further expanded opportunities for terrorists to pursue their nefarious objectives by exploiting vulnerabilities amongst financially and emotionally distressed individuals. India continues to face the scourge of state sponsored cross border terrorism. Terrorists continue to make attempts to infiltrate into our country from their safe havens across our borders in order to carry out attacks. They have even used unmanned aerial systems to smuggle weapons into our borders. The events unfolding in Afghanistan during last 2 months have further enhanced security concerns in South Asian region and beyond. It is important to ensure that the territory of Afghanistan is not used to threaten or attack any country or to shelter or train terrorists or to plan or to finance terrorist attacks. Excellencies, the global community holds a collective view that terrorism in all its forms and manifestation must be condemned and that no cause whatsoever or grievance can justify terrorism. Unfortunately, despite wide scale condemnation of this menace, some countries continue to render clandestine support to terrorism because of their narrow political objectives and use it as an instrument of state policy. They are also attempting to introduce new terminologies in the international counterterrorism discourse as a diversionary tactic. This needs to be thwarted. Excellencies, as a founding member, India commends the GCTF for all its initiatives to promote greater awareness about counterterrorism best practices, strategies, and capacity building efforts. In this context, India compliments the GCTF for devising a strategic vision document for the next decade, the counterterrorism watch listing tool, and new framework documents. These documents would further help global community in devising a fitting response to the menace of terrorism. Excellencies, India has been at the forefront of global counterterrorism efforts and strongly believes in a comprehensive approach to counterterrorism and urges all nations to come together to expeditiously finalize and adopt the Comprehensive Convention on International Terrorism, which India introduced in the UN in 1996. Recently, in January 2021, India has proposed an 8 point action plan in the UNSC, which inter alia includes strengthening countering financing of terror mechanisms such as FATF and strengthening UN Office of Counterterrorism by providing greater funding and resources to it. India believes that such actions can go a long way in addressing the scourge of terrorism. Excellencies, in conclusion, I would like to emphasize that it is time that all nations walk the talk and commit their actions to the goal of zero tolerance for terrorism. As the menace of terrorism poses an existential threat for the lives and well being of our future generations, the forum's meeting today must culminate with a complete unity of purpose and commitment by all countries to eradicate terrorism. The future of our next generations would depend on how quickly and effectively we address this menace collectively and decisively. We must step up our collective efforts to confront terrorism resolutely and with renewed vigor. I thank you.